I'm sick and tired of these grown men sitting down. Um, and
At least you're consistent.
it's loosely based on this. So this past weekend, Messi was supposed to, come play in Atlanta. And Messi joining Miami, huge deal in the soccer community and all the communities that are profiting off of this, et cetera, et cetera.
Hmm.
But so he did two things. He didn't play. Now, I'll give him a little bit of grace for not playing. Atlanta's field is turf. For those that watch football, not just like soccer, but
Mm,
football. We know that there's some players that just don't do turf at all
yep.
because
Hmm.
of the belief of injury, et cetera, et cetera. That's cool. Messi doesn't travel to Atlanta. So, like this tweet says, Lionel Messi has not traveled with Miami to Atlanta ahead of their match. He is now expected to miss a match for the first time since joining Miami. Atlanta United sold 65,000 plus tickets to this match at a minimum entry of 125 plus. I looked at these ticket prices. I wanted to go with my cousin. Messi is like, you get the chance to see Kobe, Bron, MJ, like these guys.
Hmm.
Go get them.
You
Especially
get
for
it.
125.
Yeah, well, 125 is gonna put you up there in that motherfucker.
And you get them
But
in
That's
advance
not
too.
bad though.
I looked at the bottom. People paid a lot of money. I'm talking about bands for
Hmm.
these tickets. And for you to just not even show up, warm up a little bit, give him a little show. I will say that I think Steph did that a couple times when he was injured. It was one of these years where he went through his little warm up
Steph did
routine.
handle that injury
He did
well.
his little warm up routine, and then he was there at the beginning, and then when the game played, he just didn't play the game. But for you to not travel, this is Zach Klein. He's for local news in Atlanta. Messi not traveling to Atlanta and missing Saturday's game is weak. His HC head coach said he's healthy. If he doesn't want to play, fly up on a private jet in the AM, go through your warm ups, and give the 70,000 plus fans a moment they will never forget. Sit on the bench and then fly home. And I totally agree. But we've gotten so far with this player empowerment, all this stuff like that. I'm a working class man. A lot of people in these arenas are working class people that put their money together to catch a game a year, maybe. Some of these folks may catch a game every 3, 4, or 5 years. When the
Hmm.
last time y'all been to games?
Mm.
2018.
No, not that long.
I don't
20.
even remember.
In
I'm
the
not going
last
out there and
game,
Hornets
I've been
game.
to a lot of events, but the last game, I think I seen Antonio Brown. Oh my God. Last game I seen Antonio Brown twerked in the end zone.
He
Yeah.
just got
28.
whooped last season.
I say
No, unless it was a
2018,
Wizards
and
game.
that's
Let me
because
see.
I ended up moving to Carolina, and everybody know how I feel about that ball headed nigga. But now he sold most of the team, so I'm being there to see you, Mello.
I know, what's it called? B Souls went recently because he went to a playoff game. And I know I've been recently too. But I even see some people in the chat, oh, working class people putting up thousands of dollars. You're absolutely right. We just talked about it with sports. That's the only thing that you have in life. I personally don't ask for much in my life. Truly, I don't. Before a couple months ago, I didn't play, or not before a couple months ago, before this month, I didn't play video games. Stop collecting sneakers. I don't have anything that like I just absolutely have. Don't have all the latest tech gear, all this stuff like that. If
Hmm.
I get a chance to go to a basketball game, I'm gonna go to a basketball game and I want to sit where I want to sit, no matter the cost. Rest of the year, I don't get anything. So yeah, I might put a couple $100, $1,000 to a ticket. To be let down like that is crazy.
I've always now this is what I was gonna say in terms of where I thought you guys might see where I'm coming from with the rest thing. I've always never been the biggest fan of load management necessarily, but it's it's a necessity, it's a good evil. But when it comes to the working man thing and the Messi situation directly, I think that's a bit weird because he has it's a pretty damn good reason. However, not going there is somewhat crazy. I do think people are being fake, and I'll call it out. I don't think motherfuckers would care if he had that moment, because all that would happen is they would be like, So you flew here and all you could fucking do. So I already know some people would type shit like that. So I can't go that far with y'all. But I can say, yeah, at least he could have showed up 100%. Like if he couldn't have played, he didn't know it was turf. Shit does happen. And he's one person.
Oh, he knew it was turf. He knew it was turf. Commented about the turf. Said, "Hey, growing up, I played on turf. You know,
Oh, that's
I didn't. I've always been accustomed to turf. So turf isn't a problem." Head coach said he's healthy.
That's
all of a sudden, hey, I'm not flying up.
Damn.
That's a lot tougher. I'm not.
I thought he was at the very least gonna say, "Hey, I've never played on turf."
Yeah, if that's a fact, that's very tough. But I doesn't. It moves the sentiment a little bit, obviously. But I'm still of the mindset that he could have shown up. I don't think him like getting a couple of free kicks or anything would have necessarily helped anybody be satisfied. To be honest, I would have just gaslit him into playing the game. So I'm calling cap there. But definitely, him not showing up is kind of tough. But him being, you should have played on fucking turf, bro. If he's the most dangerous thing an athlete can do as a non-athlete, as a nigga that just goes to the gym, is doing something that you feel like you're gonna fucking fail at, or you're gonna get hurt at, not fail at, get hurt at. Like if I'm about to do an exercise and my trainer's so like go, and I'm touch the barbell or like about to do whatever exercise, and I'm like, I'm gonna lose my shoulder. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing that shit. So I'm not mad at him for not playing if he felt he was gonna get hurt.
Truth is, my youth was spent on artificial turf. My whole life was on that pitch. It's been a while, but I have no problem adapting myself again.
Crazy quote. No debates for the quote. If he said that in the past, then as a fan, I'm like, okay, he might actually buy for the turf, and then he doesn't play for the turf. Crazy quote. Not defending that. I just know I'm with him 100% when he shouldn't have lied to the people. But damn it, if that's how you feel, that's how you fucking feel. But you shouldn't have lied to people. There is no defense for lying to people.
I don't know if niggas remember my sentiment when it comes to players resting or low managing and not showing.
You're
up
all
to
for it, right?
I don't give a fuck. Y'all bought tickets to see the teams play. You didn't buy a Lionel Messi ticket. Now I will say it is fucked up the day or that venue is upcharging that much for Messi tickets because people want to see Messi. I definitely understand that. Like the team, the venue's being charged extra because he's on this team. Niggas want to come see him play. I get it. But at the end of the day, you did not buy Lionel Messi tickets. You bought the fucking Miami Wazoos. Yeah, Atlanta Kick'em Rocks. You bought them tickets, nigga. I don't know what to tell you. You bought the Atlanta Kick'ems versus the Miami Wahoos. I don't know what to tell you, gang. You didn't buy Messi tickets. This is way different than if I bought Rod Wave tickets and I go out there and Rick Ross show up. I'm gonna be mad. We riding. I did not buy Rick Ross tickets. I bought Rod Wave tickets. But nigga, you bought a ticket to see the team play. And I've seen in many instances in other sports where, especially an older guy, this is if Messi was young, I probably feel a little different. But I've seen in other sports where fucking older guys who aren't playing in the game don't travel with the team. I've seen Bron do it a ton since being a Laker alone. I've seen AD do it. I've seen plenty of old players do it. Lionel Messi's been playing professionally from what Chad is saying, 19 to 20 years. He qualifies as an old guy. That nigga ain't travel. If he's not gonna play, I don't see why he needs to travel. Them niggas don't need him for veteran leadership.
This has been my one problem with that. Yeah, this has been my this is my one problem with that argument though. And I'm not accusing you of it. It's just the take. It's just, and I use this word a lot, but it's kind of dishonest in the sense of, let's say I held a Sage concert. Let's use your music one. And I know people don't like analogies. Deal with it. Let's say I held a Sage concert and J. Cole's on the poster. It literally says presented by J. Cole under it. And then you get there, all these other artists pop out, and then I'm like, J. Cole cannot make it. So here's Playboy Cardi. Now there's a chance you might like Playboy Cardi, but if you bought the ticket, flew out for Cole, and Cole ain't there, that's like, all right, Sage, the fuck. So I can't get with that, and especially in this generation where a lot of people would argue that they're more fans of teams than the players than teams. It's not even like how it was when we was growing up, where you were a Lakers fan and then you like Kobe, or you were like Cavs are different. LeBron's different. When you were a Grizzlies fan because it was from the hood, you were a Wizards fan because it was from the hood, or whatever the fuck. A lot of people back then, hometown teams or just straight up like the teams. When your favorite player left, you still died with the team. Nowadays, these niggas, Drew Brees retires. I'm not a Saints fan anymore. Motherfucking Aaron Rodgers ain't a Packer. I'm a Jets fan now. Type shit. Like that's how the shit is nowadays.
Niggas not even watching the sport.
Yeah, and half of these motherfuckers don't even watch the sport. Like once Wade retires, I'm done watching basketball. So that's how the shit is. So I think in this era especially is different. But go ahead.
Why should I feel bad for a bunch of idiots who are so dick struck over a single player that you would buy thousands of dollars worth of a fucking ticket to see that one nigga when there's a chance he don't play? You're an idiot. Now, would I be disappointed if I bought Hornets floor seat tickets to see the Lakers and I get there and Bron not playing? I'd be disappointed. I'm not going to bitch about it. Hey, I'm here. Hey, fuck it. Turn up, LaMelo. I'm going to get my drinks. I'm going to talk my shit to whoever's on the court. I'm going to enjoy the basketball game because at the end of the day, I bought tickets to a basketball game to see these teams play. I can have a favorite play, and I'm just looking at it through my lens. I can talk about how Jimmy, John, or Jeff, how they go about their sporting experience. I can't look at it through your lens because I'm not you. I can only look at it how I look at it. And the way I look at buying tickets, I'm buying tickets to see this team play. I know niggas load manage. I know niggas don't play. Now, I'm not familiar with soccer, so how normal is niggas not playing in soccer? How normal is that? What you call it? You just said Messi, this is the first game he missed. So I don't think this is a load managing thing that constantly happens. So for them, again, I definitely understand why people in this situation down in Atlanta, they would be upset. Tickets are upcharged. This is an unprecedented thing. This is not something that's normal.
He said he was going to play.
He said he was going to play. He said he was going to play and didn't play.
I don't know to tell you.
I get them being upset. But in terms of how do I feel about a motherfucker load managing, the same way I felt when we talked about it for basketball and any other sport. You pay to see the teams play at the end of the day.
I ain't trying to drag it, so I'll let you have the last word on it after this rebuttal. Hold on.
What is the Goat Black sitcom theme song?
I'll answer that later. Okay, anyway, remind me to answer that later. So I just want to say, bro, no cap. I think we all are at least, like, we can act like we're not these omni-casual, super stat nerdy, whatever fan that we want to be. Fine, cool. At the end of the day, we know, bro, stars make the league. Stars sell the tickets. Stars bring in the fans. Messi going to the team brought eyes on there that nobody was watching. Dion being on that team had us watch that team and shit like that. We don't have to play like that. We don't have to be that weird about. I don't even want to use weird because weird's a crazy word. We don't have to be obtuse about it, right? So when Messi goes out here, announces he's gonna play, and this is the first time he's here, it's not necessarily, oh, you dick sucking one player. And if that's how we're gonna define it, then to each his own. But if he is truly one of the greatest talents in soccer history, and he's finally in your hood, I guess that's sucking dick. I want to go see him play. And then if he can't play, that's disappointing. And I can't get past that. That's where, like, my argument for load management has always been. I just can't get with the idea that, hey, bro, you bought these Clipper tickets, not Kawhi and PG tickets. It's like, okay, if I'm going to a Clippers game to watch motherfucking Ty Lue coach Norman Powell, that's disappointing for me, bro. And then you're not gonna tell me that I don't like the sport at all because I'm gonna sit here and complain that tomorrow night, that last night after I bought the ticket, that day, Kawhi and Paul George are out for unexpected reasons. Oh, what the fuck?
I do. So Damo's whole take is just, you can be disappointed, just don't be sassy, right?
Oh, Lord.
Well,
that is not my point.
I do
want
to.
Niggas going back to the cake. Oh, Lord.
My point was
back to the cake.
Reaching. This is crazy.
Back to the cake.
I said very clearly.
Big cake.
I said very clearly. I get the disappointment. I get that. But me personally, you're buying a ticket to see the teams play. That's what I said.
Nigga at the airport. And I would, well, let me say this, because I don't know these other stadiums. The other fucked up part about this is, and I was gonna say, when people did, I'm not doubting that people did. People drove in, because although it's not like Salt Lake where there's not too close, there's a lot of gaps and people are flying in or whatever. Still, it's not like there's a plethora of fucking teams in the MLS. So there's some gaps, and I know people flew in and came from all over the place to see Messi. My question is commissioner, because we would have to have a serious, honestly, as commissioner of this league, owner, head coach, all that stuff like that, we would have to have a serious conversation. Are you going to do this for every turf field? Because if that now rules out 8 teams, nah, you can't do that, dog. You can't do that. You can't just, especially lie and say, hey, I'm gonna be there for 8 teams, and then just say, nah, you know what? I'm actually not gonna be there. We need to come up with a better system. That can't happen.
You don't think it's a situation where it's like, it's damn if you do, damn if you don't at this point? It's either he plays the rest of the games at the turf stadiums or he doesn't and misses like 8 games because of turf?
No, you need to play. At the end of the day, you just need to play. For me, my league, what's best for my league, you got to play, buddy. And also, if that was the case, you should have said something before we got into this. Not saying that, we would have not wanted you to come and play in the MLS. Not saying that at all. Just saying we would have navigated differently, moved differently, would have maybe sold tickets differently, promised stuff differently. Because you got to think about who's actually buying tickets that matter. So those people bought season tickets to knowing that Messi was going to play. They bought boxes. Yeah, it would have bought press boxes, all that stuff, knowing that Messi was going to play. If you do that, now you fuck up me for next season or, this coming game, all that stuff like that. Now, Atlanta United still showed out because they're a good team. But nah, you can't do that. That would literally be like, I'm telling you, you get fucking, I don't know, LeBron at his peak or MJ at his peak to agree to come and play in your basketball league. And then he says for a fourth of the teams or a half of the teams, I'm just not going to play. And he's saying this shit day of. I'm just not going to play.
But this isn't Messi at his peak. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of comparisons. Go ahead. My fault. I'm basis comparison. Go ahead.
I would even say LeBron now. If LeBron now agreed to be in your league, and you thought this was the thing that was going, well, this thing is going to boost you because it's LeBron fucking James, and then all of a sudden day of he's saying, I can't play here. I can't play here. I can't play here.
Why the fuck is this nigga spamming the same message? Dipshit. I don't know if you just got here or didn't listen. I acknowledge why it was fucked up because of the fact that the Atlanta Stadium upcharged the tickets because Messi was supposed to play. I admitted that was fucked up for them. I admitted everything that was wrong in the situation that I felt was wrong. I just said at the end of the day, you pay for goddamn tickets to see the teams, not the players. So that's my outlook on it. But I do admit, I can obviously state where it was fucked up for everybody that bought tickets for this game when day of a game he said he was going to play. The nigga just bitched out and said, "No, I'm not playing now." I admitted where it was fucked up at. So where does my argument fall fucking shut up. Get off my dick.
Oh, shit.
Nigga said the same shit 5 times. I'm thinking
bring back the Q&A. Bring back the Q&A.
Go ahead, Bezos. With your
the comments dripping off your chin.
Oh my God. All right, bro. I'm not gonna lie.